Hi, this is Sandy. This is Sandy Kozlowski with Corporate Buzz. It is 11:20 on Sunday night, and I am exhausted. I had quite a weekend. I am of the sandwich generation, so I have small children at home, and I am taking care of aging parents, one who is still in the hospital. So I'm exhausted, and I just posted something really awful on your Facebook business page. And good night. Oh, wait a minute. Did I get your attention? Yeah. I have no makeup on. I'm just getting ready to go to bed. And I just slammed your reputation. How long is it going to take you to repair the damage? Let's talk about that tonight. I'm taking this a little out of sequence because one of my viewers asked me, let's talk about Facebook postings. So let's talk about that. 3 topics. First, let's talk about how do you know if someone posts, what do you do when someone posts negatively on your Facebook page or on any of your social media? I want you to set up a schedule where you do check it fairly frequently. If you have a Gmail account, you can also go onto the menu and select something called Google Alerts. Google Alerts will oftentimes let you know if you set the keywords correctly who's saying what about you. This will give you the opportunity to correct those. Do you delete negative comments? Absolutely not. Now, if somebody's off their rocker, everyone will know someone's off their rocker, okay? But do you delete negative comments? No. Do you handle them in a professional manner that you would handle them if the person were standing in front of you in your location? Yes. This is what I want you to do. I want you to make sure that you are providing excellent customer service. And if the person insists on being negative and becomes abusive in any way, no one was ever called to be abused, and feel free to block them. And pretty much your fans will like that. But people are looking at how you handle both the good and the bad within your business. And you're under a microscope 24/7. This girl is up with no makeup on, getting ready to go to bed at 11:20, and I'm looking at your page, and I just saw somebody posted something cranky. I'm going to come back, and I'm probably going to check in 3 days and see if you've done anything about it. If you've done something reasonable, I'm probably going to stay a customer. If you've fired back and are cranky, you've probably not only lost me as a Facebook friend or whatever other social media friend, but you probably also lost my dollars. Here's the other thing, and I want you to listen carefully and get out a pen. Back in the old days, not that many years ago, if you provided excellent customer service, I told 2 of my friends. If you gave me horrible customer service, I told 11. And guess what those stats are now? If you give me poor customer service, I will only tell 1 million of my closest strangers. If you give me good customer service, I'll only tell 1 million of my closest strangers. It's up to you. Handing out coupons just willy-nilly with no thought, rhyme, or reason is an outdated practice. So what is a good practice? A good practice is making those coupons really worth something and making them a little harder to get. Do something like when someone posts something positive on your Facebook, send them a coupon as a thank you. Have offering days of if you're a Facebook friend, come on and we'll have a party. If you follow me on Twitter, come in and get this special widget. Make those coupons worth their while. Okay, so just like have a stack of coupons on your counter is not a good practice any longer. As a matter of fact, it's not even appropriate any longer. So I want you to also learn about how to publicly thank, and I want you to publicly thank people who are kind to you. It is the electronic version of a thank you note. The only thing is that people who are potential customers of yours and current customers of yours are watching what you do. There's a wonderful book, and I'll have to reference this for you later, called Getting the Art of Woo, and it talks about how to keep a customer. Did you know that most customers nowadays do not change businesses because of poor customer service? That you could be offering terrific customer service and they could have been with you for a long time and suddenly they stop coming around, and it's never because of bad customer service. It's because they got a little customer ADD and they just want the newest thing. So it's important to stay relevant on your Facebook pages. Let's talk about what you post. I don't want this video to be much longer. Let's talk about what you post. I have to tell you, I don't see too many people doing it really well, even me. Let me tell you what I get stuck in. And I have to tell you, some of it is the technology still. Some of it is the poster. I have I don't know, 878 friends or something like that on my Facebook private page. Some of those are school chums, some are friends, some I used to play music with, some are former coworkers. Bill Gates is one of my friends. Governor Gregoire is one of my friends. Sam Reed, Secretary of State Senator Sam Reed is one of my friends. So I have a lot of I have a variety of folks as my friends. Now, as I've shared, my family's gone through a hard time. My stepfather has had 4 major strokes since the end of January, and I've really needed that support of my friends and family. But Bill Gates doesn't care. Christine Gregoire doesn't care. Sam Reed has never sent me a note of condolence about my stepfather, even a Facebook message, right? No disrespect to me, no disrespect to them, but they don't care. And how could they? But I would like to, so I need to balance that with my need for Bill Gates to know about Conchetta House, for Governor Gregoire to know about both Conchetta House and social media management. Maybe call me sometime. Secretary of State Sam Reed, same thing, right? So I need to learn to balance. If I just post personal things, then business people are going to delete me. If I just put on business things, then my friends are going to go away. So I'm working to balance that. People want to know me, but they don't want to know too much, which is sometimes why I'm a little, what did somebody say? I'm a little, what's that word, secretive? Little cloak and dagger on some of my posts. They can message me and I'll tell them more. So remember, it's social media. It's still that boundary, and we're still trying to define that boundary of when you're saying too much, when you're not saying enough. So I want you to be really, really thoughtful of that. Now, I do have business pages, and within those business pages, the talk is simply business. But please remember also that when you post to Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, that, believe it or not, people will remember that. So please, 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 if you're a business person, don't post anything negative. What does that mean? Your business page is not a place for playing around. Your business page is not a place for politics. Your private page can be, and there are privacy settings for that. And I really want you to exercise those. And I'll tell you one last story because this video is getting a little long. There's a businessman in town who is a professional, who's somebody I greatly respect. Still also trying to figure out the boundaries of his pages. And actually had one person say, you know what, if you want to be taken seriously as a business person, you need to stop what you're doing, posting a lot about alcohol, a lot of weird stuff that was really like hard to gauge, and deleted him, and kind of in an embarrassing way too. And I think that caught his attention, but it's like, ooh. Like some people are going to say, well, Sandy, why did you appear with no makeup on? Ooh. Well, it's important to figure out how to be yourself, which I'm going to be through this video series. How to be yourself versus how to be the image that you present. So maybe before you hit, type, enter, maybe you could take a calendar and write out a month's worth of postings on your business section and see if those work for you. By the way, one last thing, multiple postings. I have to tell you that with some of the social media aggregators that I use and that I know a lot of other people use in my profession, I think TweetDeck's probably pretty good, and I think I've seen some people not run into this problem as much as with Ping or Hootsuite. it will force the page to like double post, sometimes triple post. So it'll look like Sandy Kozlowski posting as Conchetta House, posting as Corporate Buzz. So I want you to know that that is the social aggregator. It's not that Sandy doesn't understand how to post, or anybody else. So have a little, as the tools are being developed, have a little faith that we're going to be able to clean up those posts a little bit. Anyway, thank you so much. I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye-bye.